Bottoms up.
What time are they in?
Oh, Billy's on late and Jimmy's a law unto himself.
Oh, we're not waiting for them, are we?
Oh, no chance.
Right, let's get these on the go then.
Hey,
What?
Nice to have a meal appreciated for a change.
Yeah, by yours. Hey, you appreciate these now or what?
I thought they were for afters.
Who says you can't have your afters befores?
Hey, shall we go for that video later on?
What, that video? Yeah, if it's not been booked out by now. And I'll get us a bottle of peach wine from the off, you know.
Peach wine?
Oh, it's great. Gets you off your head at about 10 bob a crate.
Hey, where'd you get your sophisticated streak from?
$3.99 St John's Market.
Billy'll think he's marrying an alky.
The booze-drenched bride.
You want to see the size of the list Jimmy's come up with? You think we're getting married at the cathedral instead of a registry office?
Who's he invited now? His best mate, the bookie.
Everyone but the Pope. And nobody from my side.
Oh, that'd be too much to expect.
Well, as the groom and I decided on a little quiet affair, for every one of theirs, there's going to be one of mine.
You put your foot down with a firm hand.
Right.
Hey, and if they've got a list, then we should have one and all.
Well, there's our Karen for a start.
What about your sister?
She can't. She's booked her holidays in Florida.
Florida? I wouldn't cancel my own wedding for a holiday like that.
I don't know how they can afford it.
Oh, yeah. I've heard it's a lot cheaper than you think these days. Florida, Disney World. All that sunshine. All those big suntanned Yanks. Oh.
You want to watch your blood pressure.
I can always dream, can't I?
I'm sorry Margaret won't be there, though. I'll miss her. It was her that brought Billy and I back together after Doreen. Otherwise, who knows?
Yeah, you could be not so young, free and single like me.
Hey, this is no way for my chief bridesmaid to be talking. Have another chocolate.
Hey, being your chief bridesmaid, I was wondering, do I get first shout at any cast-off wedding presents you don't want?
Oh, yes. Pick a toaster, any toaster.
Now, what do you want me to get you?
Oh, I'm not bothered. I'm more worried about what Jimmy'll come up with.
Oh, it'll be something dead refined and classy.
And robbed.
I can just see the busies turning up to grab him in the middle of his speech.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, don't be daft, she. I'm only messing.
No, I mean the thought of Jimmy making a speech.
Yeah. Doing what comes naturally. Shooting his mouth off.
Still, no, it's definitely on. I can't wait.
Oh, me neither. Posh frock, new hairdo, plenty of booze. Heaven.
As long as Sod's Law doesn't raise its ugly head.
The voice of doom, or what? Listen, nothing's going to go wrong. Unless your ex turns up at the registry office screaming about his lawful impediments.
My ex is a flaming impediment.
Do you think he'll send you a wedding present?
Oh, yeah, the minutes of his last conference. The best present he can give me is to stay out of my head and out of my life. This is Billy and my's day, and we're gonna have a good time, and nothing is gonna go wrong.
That's lovely.
Can you manage that?
Yeah, thanks.
I'll tell you what, I hope I can get that thing going.
Oh, still, we've always got the sandwiches, haven't we? All right, yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon the others will be all right finding us here?
Oh, who have you asked?
No, I mean Pete and Sammy. Should be here any minute, shouldn't
All
they?
right. Do you reckon there's enough food to go around?
Yeah. Unless you got your greedy head on this year.
Well, how many people are we actually asked down?
Well, not many.
Yeah, but what's that?
None.
None?
Oh, well, I thought it'd be better if it was the four of us, you know. More of a chance to talk.
Oh, but I thought this was going to be the event of the year.
Oh, no, yeah.
The best barbecue in history.
I just wanted, like, an early farewell do for Sammy.
Oh, but tell us you'd invited all sorts.
Look, I need a chance to speak to her on her own.
Oh, she's going to go off her head.
Listen, you won't crack on, will you, Nish?
Why not? She was my best mate.
I don't want any arguments. Not for going away.
God, no, she's only going 50 miles away, not 500.
Are you going to help me with this thing, or what?
Franca, will you just talk to me, love? Tell me what happened, eh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. I put the key in the ignition and nothing happened.
Oh, you're telling me the van broke down?
You know what, an hour I spent under the bonnet and I couldn't get a peep out of it.
Well, where was this?
The back of Beyond. And soft lad, they'd only gone and spent his last nickel on a bacon butcher and a cup of tea. Oh. Do you know what, I had to walk home. I couldn't find a phone box, didn't have enough money for a taxi. I probably won't even get paid now because I've left the van in the middle of nowhere.
Well, so where's your car?
Back at the firm's depot. I'll collect it tomorrow. Well, I didn't want to go back there and start explaining what happened. Oh, do you know what? I had everything planned. I was going to have a little practice and everything, and now I'm in a mad rush. Shh, shh, shh.
Look, don't you think you better phone this O'Keefe fella, eh? Let him know you're going to be late.
Yeah.
You go and get ready, I'll phone him. Go on.
Oh, cheers, love.
All right.
Chris?
Frank, hang on, I'm on the phone.
Chris, where's me shirt?
Oh, there's a letter for you here. hear anybody answering.
Oh, that's great, that. I'll get there and there's nobody there. If I ever get me shirt.
What shirt do you want, love?
The one I spent 3 days deciding to wear, the blue check one.
I thought you wanted the denim one.
What changed my mind?
Oh, well, that one's in the wash.
What? It's not even dirty.
It was on the floor with all the dirty stuff.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean to say it's dirty.
Frank, have you seen what I've got to wash here? If it's on the floor with the dirty stuff, I wash it. Yours, mine, or the kids. It doesn't matter to me. I'm up to my neck this week in football kits since our Jeff's gone back training. Not that you would know what I have to wash.
I'm just saying.
Well, what do you want me to do, love? Sniff the armpits to see if it's clean or not?
Yeah, I know. I'll iron it dry.
Oh, Frank.
Hey, it won't take me a minute. I'll just get out the machine. Have you seen this?
Oh, what's the matter if I dyed your undies pink now?
Oh, this letter here.
Am I telepathic?
Oh, don't believe that. That's got to be wrong.
What don't you believe, love?
It's about the sample I took from a river. They've done their own test, and according to them, there is no significant level of contamination. What? Do you want to try telling that to our Katie?
Pete, what do you want?
That's not me. It's all those vegetables being barbecued to an agonising crisp.
You don't half know how to kill a joke, don't you? Yeah, the bionic ball or what?
Hey, yous won't get anything if you keep picking on the stick.
Well, we'll do our own.
Oh, well, yeah. Takes you lot all your time to change your tapes. Open your Coke cans.
Oh, big wow, it must be made to cook a snack for 4 people. Did you see when everyone else gets here? When is everyone else getting here, by the way? This music's boring me somewhat. Put some sounds on. All right. Excuse. What else do you want on?
Have you got that phone safe here?
No, I haven't. I can go and get it, though.
No, you're all
No,
right.
it's all right. It won't take me a minute. Hey, Pete, keep my veggie burger out you.
I saved my life there, love.
Yeah, well, you better watch it. Next time I might just leave you for dead.
How long will it be?
How long's a piece of string?
Oh, my butterflies are going mad here.
Well, make sure you go to the toilet before you go out, then, eh?
I'll be all right.
Will you make your mind up?
No, I was just thinking, standing there singing in front of this fella.
Go away, you'll knock him dead.
Some hope. If today's ending to go by, my luck's right out.
You just forget about that.
Do you know what? I thought I was going to have a heart attack when the van broke down.
What are they doing sending you out in a wreck of a van anyway?
What do you think? One day's work, cash in hand. I've now joined the ranks of the lowest of the low.
Yeah, Frank, if they're not servicing the vans properly, anything could go wrong with them.
Great, isn't it? I packed my job in because they're sending death straps out on the road, and here I am driving around them on for the pittance.
Yeah, well, that's the price you pay for your principles, love, eh?
That's another joke, isn't it? We're getting a lot of shopping done for our principals.
Now, talking like that, you're not going to get anywhere either.
Still before I was sticking up for them other drivers. I'm only looking after myself now. Suppose it's different.
Looking after yourself? Well, what about your grieving widow? Do you think your kids will look marvellous in black?
That's the guitar tuned anyway.
Yeah, and if you don't book up, I might just join you for that duet.
It's nearly dry yet, love.
Frank, it's still too wet to go out in like this.
Give it a couple more minutes, eh?
Yeah, all right, I suppose so.
Chris, can you lend us a fine for the taxi?
Have I got any choice? Go on, my purse is in there.
Hi, love. What's up? Nothing. I'm just getting the farm tape finished.
Hi, love.
Hi, Dad. Where have you been?
Oh, long story.
You're still going to your audition, aren't you?
Looks that way. If your mum can get me shirt dry,
Yeah, we'll give it loads.
I'll do my best, love, if I ever get there.
How's the Barbie going, love?
Well, it is actually going. That's the main thing.
Oh, aye, barbecue, eh? Coming up in the world, aren't we?
Don't be stupid. I'm just having a laugh with a few mates. Well, 4 of us at the moment.
Pity the Collins are not still here. Could have invited them.
Just as if.
Talk about inverted snobs.
Yeah, well, it's better than being a real snob, eh, Dad?
Too true, Sam, love. Yeah, you might as well have a look at this while I'm waiting. It's about the sample I took from the river. Now, according to the local rivers authority, there's nothing in the water except water.
Are you sure?
That's what the experts say. It's there in black and white.
Yeah, but they wouldn't just leave it after one test. Let's have a look.
I think it's been a wild goose chase, you know.
Not necessarily. It says here they're going to continue monitoring the area.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does. It means they're going to keep checking the water.
So what?
Well, he might find something, mightn't he?
But he might not.
Yeah, well, if I was you, I'd go back.
What?
Go back, take another sample. It's like going to the doctors for a second opinion, isn't it? I'll come with you if you want.
Right, you're on.
Anyway, I better get this tape back to Nisha, otherwise she'll have a nervous breakdown. See you later.
See you, love.
Bye.
Oh, Frank, I'm not a bit happy about you putting this shirt on, you know. It still feels damp to me.
Chris, a little bit of damp won't do me any harm. I used to sweat cobs on stage with the Scotty Dogs. I used to shake myself down.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Sammy's right about that water sample, like. I've got to stick with it.
If you say so.
I do. And so does your daughter. So if the family's two geniuses are backing something, well, it's got to be a winner. Right. I better get a move on. I'm going to sing for me supper tonight. Mirage Club, here I come. Well?
Oh, this is the life.
Peace and quiet.
All right, girls.
Sod's law.
Sod's law.
Aye. Been having a bit of a sly skive, have we, eh?
Oh, look who's talking.
Yeah, me.
Well, what's happened to the frail invalid?
Oh, I've had a couple of bevies, you know. Just as an anaesthetic, that's all. Oh, but I'm still dead sore, you know, Kath. Couldn't half go a bit of a massage, what do you reckon, eh?
What, on your wrist? Make sure your right hand's fully operational.
I'm left-handed. Yeah, no, all right, I've had a couple of bevies, found an Iggy's.
Couple?
Iggy?
Yeah. All right. Iggy's got one of those satellite tellies. We've been watching the football from South America. It's great. River Plate versus Back on Juniors.
Oh, local derby, eh?
Kath, it was brilliant. It was like South America's version of the FA Cup.
Oh! That's all right, then.
So, now that you're fit enough to go boozing and watching football videos, I take it you won't be needing any more long lie-ins or convalescent breakfasts in bed?
No, I don't know about that, because I need looking after. I need a woman's touch, don't I?
Well, it looks like you've recovered to me.
No, it comes and goes, Kath. No.
Meanwhile, you just stay.
Now, see, there's no need to be like that. Look, we're nearly family now, aren't we?
Wait your turn.
Hey, what's it feel like to have a dead good-looking brother-in-law, eh?
I don't know. I'll let you know if I ever get one.
Hey, I'm still a catch me, you know. Listen, just wait until I get back on my feet. I'm gonna get fit. I'm going training. Going on the weights.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm serious. Look, I'm like stubble me. You shave it off and it comes back twice as strong.
What have you been drinking? Meths?
When the time comes, I tell you,
When the time
I'll
comes.
be ready for action.
Oh, take no notice, she's off his head.
I'm sober as a judge.
What are you talking about when the time comes?
Your guess is as good as mine. Been watching a few plastic gangster videos as well as the footy, have you?
That's a good one. Have you seen that one, Death Wish? And Death Wish 2, that Charles Bronson. He knew the score.
Come on, Rambo. Come on. I think you need some beauty sleep.
Hey, see? Like cobblestones they used to be. Did it? Ow! Oh, hey! Kath,
What?
you took us up.
See? I told you this would be sound, didn't I? Come on, Sammy, aren't you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great.
Well, don't get too excited, will you?
Don't worry, I won't.
Well, at least the others are anyway.
Yeah, loves young dream, them too.
And what about us?
What do you mean, what about us?
Well, we haven't exactly seen much of each other these last couple of weeks, have we?
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't. Not on our own. Not properly.
Oh, so we only see each other properly when we're on our own, do we? What are we doing the rest of the time when we're with them, eh?
It's not the same, is it?
Why not? Away!
Pack it in, will you? It's like going out with a big gang of mates, isn't it?
And what's wrong with that?
Oh, I don't know.
God, you just don't get it, do you? We go out in a group because we have a laugh. Do you know what a laugh is? It's when you enjoy yourself.
All right, no need to be so sarky about it.
Yeah, well, I'd be much happier if we didn't have to have conversations like this all the time.
Well, we wouldn't have to have conversations like this if you weren't getting off to do some stupid job, would we?
It's not a stupid job, it's a good job. And this course in Blackpool, well, that's the best part about it.
Oh, the course. The only thing you talk about lately.
And what's so bad about that? It could lead on to something.
Don't I know it?
Oh, dead funny, aren't you? You know exactly what I mean.
Hey, no, I don't.
Hey, come here, wee baby. Hit me with some Barbie
Will you pack it in, eh?
Bring him through to the back kitchen, will you, pal?
Sorry?
The hot pots.
It's all right, mate.
Shanks Caterers.
You know.
Oh, so you haven't got 4 trays of hot pot on you then?
You know. Got a back to Chewy.
Oh, a comedian, eh?
No, I'm a singer.
Well, I'm sorry, mate. You've either got the wrong club or the wrong night. I haven't booked a singer. It's bingo and hot pot tonight.
No, I'm not here to actually sing.
Oh, a singer who doesn't sing? Oh, novelty act, is it?
No, I do sing, but I'm not here to sing tonight.
Have you been overdosing on the cryptic crosswords or what, pal?
Look, I'm sorry. I should have been here earlier, but my van broke down. I phoned you the other day, you know, for a tryout, an audition, see if you want to book me in it.
Yeah, well, if you only realised how many of them phone calls I get a day.
Don't you remember you were talking about the Scotty dogs?
Oh, I think I remember.
I told you about my act. You know, I do mainly country and western and that.
Oh, right. Frank Rogers, innit?
No, it's Frank.
Frank? What sort of a stage name's that?
No, it's,
Yeah, well, whatever your name is, you better get your skates on, time's money and all that. There'll be a bingo caller setting his balls up on there in half an hour.
Right.
Well, you better get your gear in then.
My gear?
Yeah, your amps, your leads, you know, your gear.
I've only brought me acoustic guitar.
This is not Bow Street, mate. You don't book buskers.
Well, I just thought, you know.
Yeah, well, you know what thought did. Do you think anybody's going to be able to wear that guitar without a pickup on it when this place is shocking?
I'll have my gear with me then, won't I?
That's not the point. I've got to visualise what the sound's going to be like now, haven't I? When this place is packed, how can I do that with you up there strumming away on your own?
Well, I understand that, but I'm here now, aren't I?
I suppose you're, the PA's on, just flick the on switch.
Sound. This one's called,
Oh, for crying out loud. The cleaner's always messing around with the PA. Will you turn it down, pal? Thank God for that.
This one's called, just you call me Steve, mate.
That'll be Shanks the Caterers. If they burnt the hot pot, there'll be murder.
Shall I hang on here a minute?
You still here? Listen, Hank. Give us a buzz when you're a bit more organised, will you? I've got to sort these hot pots out.
Any look there, Sammy? No, the batteries have gone.
Oh, turn that one off, it's burning. Sam, Sammy, I didn't mean that about your job before, you know.
Oh, no, not much.
Honest, I didn't. It's just that things aren't the same between you and me anymore, are they?
People change.
People can change together, can't they?
Yeah, sometimes.
And sometimes not.
Look, Helen, the last 9 months have been hard for me, and they have for you as well. I just think we deserve to enjoy ourselves for a bit, that's all.
I know, and so do I. But when you were on the booze and I was in a wheelchair, we needed each other. We helped each other, Sam.
Yeah, I know, and it was great.
But I still need you now, you know.
I know.
So where do we stand then, eh?
I don't get you.
Well, do you still need me? You couldn't give me the boot when I was in the chair. But now I'm fit and I'm well. Do you still want me now?
Did you invite these?
No. Don't know them from Adam.
Hey, give us a ride. Oh, hang on. What have we got here? Oh, this is nice. This is nice, isn't it, eh, boys? A barbecue. It's just like neighbours, this. Good day, neighbours.
Oh, I'm dying to go to the loo. Can't be bothered moving.
I know the feeling. I'm like a beast whale here.
No use. I'll have to go.
I want a word with you.
Hey, shouldn't come knocking on a strange fella's bedroom door, Cash.
Shut your face. Huh? Now, what was all that palaver about before?
What palaver?
All that I'm going on the weights palaver.
Well, I am.
Yeah, I hope you're still not thinking about going after that garden nutter.
Oh, I didn't know he cared, Cat.
I don't. Not about you, anyway. I just don't want anything ruining Sheila's wedding, especially not you getting Billy's head kicked in.
As far as Billy's concerned, that is all over and done with, all right?
No more Charles Bronson impersonations.
Or Clint Eastwood.
And just to make sure you keep it that way.
As far as he's concerned, I will.
Good.
Any chance of one of these sausages?
Well, if you're that hungry, mate, eat it.
Jesus, what's this crap?
Vegetarian sausage.
Reggie, can't be doing with any of that. I eat meat, me. Yeah, share and share alike. Who wants a swig?
No, thanks.
You?
No.
Ah, teetotalers, are we? Or are you just from your Barbie? I bet you've had some good stuff here, eh? Bit of a banquet, yeah? Yeah. Onion bhajis, chicken madras, poppadoms. Bet you've had a right feast, eh, lads? God, it's like a funeral, this. Yeah, let's get something going. Eddie, stick your tape in there, mate.
It won't work, the batteries have gone.
Oh, are they? I'll have to give you a song then, aren't I? I know. How about White Christmas?
Hey, lad, what do you want?
I want to dance. Come on, me and you. Let's dance.
Hey, why don't you get lost?
We did that yesterday. It's dead boring. We're doing this today. Come on, dance.
Hey, leave it alone, you.
Who do you think you are, eh? Nelson Mandela?
Pack it in, do one, will ya? Ah!
Trigger, trigger, trigger. Shoot that nigger.
Come on, let's go.
Set out them packy lovers.
Are you all right?
I'm all right. See if Nish is okay.
Nish? Oh, come here.
Coming up next, real-life dramas featuring animals in peril for the emergency services in Animal Rescue.
Daddy, was that you?
What?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
Ta-da! What on earth are you wearing them for?
What's happening, kid?
Oh, hey, get off, you'll smudge me. Oh, you smell nice.
It's my new image, honey.
What's got into you? Where did you get them stupid glasses from?
Jimmy.
That's better.
You sure you're okay? Yeah, I just felt a bit funny walking on my own. What did you tell your dad about, you know? I said I was messing about in the woods and I slipped over. Did he believe you? Yeah, I said I should be wearing sensible shoes.
You should have told him what really happened.
Oh, what for? Then he'd never let me out. He won't even let me go to the Caribbean Carnival, and that's in the daytime. Anyway, he's got enough worries in the shop without me coming home saying I've been attacked. But that was the truth, Nish. Yeah, I know, but if I told him about every sort of racial abuse I got, well, there'd be no time for anything. Oh, hiya, Mr. Rogers.
Hi, love. Somebody told us about what went on. Didn't realise it was so bad, though.
Oh, it's over now.
Scum. When their heads cracking open.
More violence isn't the answer, Frank.
Sometimes it's the only thing they understand. What kind of lads are they hitting girls?
All right, love, calm down.
Still can't believe it. I tell you what, I wish I'd have been there.
Now, what about the police?
Well, what about them?
Well, what did they say? You did tell them, didn't you?
Oh, what's the point? What will they do?
They might have caught them.
Boys we've never seen before and probably won't ever again. What can the police do?
If they're bothered anyway.
Are you all right, Sam?
Look, I'm just sending your mum for a bit of shopping, OK?
And it will be a bit and all. Fingers crossed you get through this job interview.
Good luck, Mrs. Rogers.
Hey, Sam, we go back down to the river later, get another sample, try and sort out this poisonous like.
All right, Dad, see you later. Good luck, Mum.
Thanks, love. Bye, Nisha. You take care.
I'm thinking of finishing with Pete. Oh, niche.
It's a good day for me, this, Sheila.
Really? Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Listen, this means more to me than Liverpool winning a league for the next 3 years.
Oh, God, that much?
No, maybe not that much, but a lot. Listen, I was thinking of taking you down to that new place by the station for something to eat before we go to the photographers.
Full of kids.
Well, not in the day, it isn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I feel like a 16-year-old.
Oh, well, I hope you get one.
Look pretty chuffed yourself, you know.
Well, I am. I don't want to spoil things, but I think it's more exciting the second time round.
What is?
You know, making arrangements, buying rings, sorting out photographers.
Yeah, must be something to do with experience.
And getting things in perspective.
I suppose so. It's not like when you were kids, you got married because your mates did.
Are you sure? I mean, are you really sure it's right for us?
100% sure. I couldn't think of anything better than spending the rest of my life with the woman I love.
Smoothie.
You dancing or what?
Are you asking, or what?
Pete knew what it was all about when he started seeing you. Yeah, but you could have got really hurt last night. You really got hurt last night? Look at the state of you. Yeah, but you could have got hurt just because he was with me. And it's not worth it for him. Oh, don't give in now, Niche. Look, when I was nearly cracking up on the drink, well, you helped me through it. And that's what mates are for. Pete knows the score and he knows we're going to stick together. Yeah, I know. But there comes a time when even you might have to call it quits. You know what I mean? No, not really. What I mean is that, well, if things just got too difficult, you know, too much of a strain between Pete and me, over things like this or anything, well, I just have to say forget it. Yeah, but it won't come to that. Hope not.
All right, Pete.
Whatcha?
How's it going, mate?
Oh, you know, lousy.
Hey, listen, I do know how you feel, you know.
I don't know what happened. I was just glued to the spot.
Well, I wasn't exactly that quick myself, was I?
Yeah, at least you did something.
Look, you can't say how you're going to react when something like that happens. None of us were prepared for that. I mean, Lisa might have been. Still, next time, eh?
Yeah, well, there mightn't be a next time.
How do you mean?
I was thinking it might be better if I called it quits with Nish.
But why?
If she hadn't been going out with me, she wouldn't have been attacked.
She's been going out with you for ages. This is just one incident.
Yeah, but one's too many, isn't it?
Of course it is. You can't just jack her in because some divvy jumped us in the woods.
But if I hadn't been there with her, she'd have been all right.
If we hadn't have been there, God knows what they'd have done to her.
Yeah, well, I don't see it like that. And if we split, she'll be safer.
I don't believe this. You knew what you were doing when you started seeing her. We all went on the 3 Mandela marches. So don't be giving me all this. You didn't realise what it meant going out with someone who's black, because it just won't rub at me, all right?
Yeah, but I didn't realise it was going to be that risky.
Risky? For who?
For Nisha.
Oh, I get it. Bottle gone, has it, yeah?
Oh, but it's all right for you, isn't it, eh? You can just walk away. I can't. Nisha can't. And if it makes her life easier by me not going out with her, then we'll just pack it in.
I don't believe this. You should feel sorry for her.
You don't go out with someone because you feel sorry for them. You should know that.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, think about it, Owen.
wasn't your fault. You did get me home safely.
Oh, at least Owen did something to try and help. I should have been straight in there.
Oh, I was more scared afterwards.
Oh, aye. That's brave. Taking you home after it's all over.
Hey, I was grateful.
Yeah, well, it won't happen again.
I know. It's just something we're going to have to face, isn't it? What do you mean it won't happen again?
I think he's going to give her the elbow.
Why?
Well, he reckons they only hit her because she was going out with him.
Oh, what a cop-out. I mean, we were all scared, but...
I know. I've had to go with him. But he says if he stays with her, it'll be only because he feels sorry for her.
Yeah, and then he could really feel trapped.
Oh, it's really getting to you all this, isn't it?
It got to me last night, seeing you and me mate beaten up.
I know. Those lads will come unstuck one day. Someone's going to do some real damage to them.
But the threat of some sort of violence is always there.
You don't know what it's like from where I am.
Oh, well, let's hear it then.
Don't. Please. That could have really got out of hand last night.
What? And you mean you could have actually got hurt?
I haven't been in a situation like that before.
Oh, and you probably don't want to. Now that you know it's no novelty going out with a packy.
That's unfair.
The truth sometimes hurts me, and what you can't stand is that you've been sussed out.
I haven't been sussed on nothing.
Haven't you? Well, you know nothing. Yesterday, you saw for the first time what it's actually like to go out with a black girl. And what's happening when you're not with me, eh? Who's getting all the digs and having hassle then?
Oh, I'm going.
I'll tell you what it's like to get bricks thrown after you in the street and being spat at. Have you ever been spat at?
Yeah, we used to muck around in school spitting at each other.
Oh, I don't mean like that. I mean when someone does it and they really hate you. And they don't even know you. Like this. That's what I mean. Yeesh.
Look, it's Pete that needs sorting out. I'll see you later.
Hey, come on out. I know you're in there. If I have to come in there, there's going to be murder, you know. Right, I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's you.
That better?
Yeah, well, couldn't be any worse than before.
Hope you don't mind me,
Wait, Sinbad, that's mine, isn't it?
Oh, well, my mum said you've always got to get changed once you've had your bath, mate, haven't you?
Yeah, and if you can't find your own gear, where are your mates?
Listen, do you want anything to eat? You know, a cup of tea, sarnie or that? A bit of a cake or something, mate?
No, thanks.
I've got any island crusts, any stale bread, you know, cheese, anything you can eat.
Look, Sinbad, I'll sort you something out in a minute once I've done this sewing, all right?
Holy mess, mate, I'm just winding you up. I can wait. Any news of your missus?
No.
It's terrible when something like that happens, isn't it?
Yeah, well, life's a bitch and then you marry one.
It's a bit over the top, isn't it?
No. It's over the top what she did to me and Danny. How would you feel, if you had all this stuff running around in your head? Look what she's done to me. Sewing.
Oh, they should have called you Noah.
Why?
Because you're always in a narc.
A narc? I'm not a narc.
Oh, yes, you are. And you only think of yourself.
Yeah, well, that's rubbish, isn't it? I've never been that sort of fella.
Oh, haven't you?
No.
All right, where have I been the last couple of weeks?
I don't know.
There you are. You've got a mate, kipping rough in somebody's shed, living off their handouts. And what do you say when you see him now? Oh, hello, Sinbad, mate. Haven't seen you for ages. Come and have a bevy. No, get in the bath, you stink.
Yeah, well, it's not normal, is it, having somebody living in a shed?
Well, it is if you've got nowhere else to go. I'm not down on how, you know, mate.
Oh, don't talk soft. Get down the social, they'll sort you out.
What are they going to do? Give me a 3-bedroom semi with a jacuzzi? They haven't even got any cardboard boxes left.
Oh, been down there, have you?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not on the books, am I? I haven't got a national insurance number.
Oh, don't talk soft. Everyone's got a national insurance number.
Well, I haven't. I gave it back to the careers master in school. I didn't want it.
Listen, Sinbad, there's a little office somewhere, right, with a little bit of paper in it. And on that paper is your name. Next to it is your number, your national insurance number. Even if you haven't got anywhere to live, they'll give you money.
All right. No need to shout.
Yeah, I don't understand you. It's dead simple. Just go down there and explain to them. They've got to sort you out with something.
Oh, yeah, and then I'd have to tell them everything, wouldn't I? I haven't paid for a national insurance stamp since I left school. They'd lock me up.
Don't talk soft, will you? Just tell them you've been travelling round the world, then.
Oh, I had the golden voyages of Sinbad. They're going to believe that, aren't they?
Well, tell them anything.
Oh, look, mate, once I'm in there, I've had it, haven't I? And they've got me in the computer, then. It's not only national insurance, but it's poll tax, your telly licence.
Sinbad?
And then you get your gas, your levy,
Sinbad?
your road tax.
Oh, don't talk soft. You don't need road tax for a tandem.
Yeah, but I had the moped, didn't I?
Oh, all right. You're doing me head in. You can stay here for a bit. Just till we get you sorted out. But when Jonathan comes round later, just crack on. You're cleaning the windows.
All right. Thanks, mate. Much obliged. You can rely on me.
Right, have you chose one yet?
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, that one looks all right.
Really?
Well, if you want to get something a bit different, you know, something a bit flash, yeah, how much is that next to the emeralds?
150 quid.
Oh, hang on, I like the one next to it even better.
320.
No, don't.
Hey, you're ruining this for me. It's supposed to be a deeply romantic moment. Should hear the sound of violins playing.
I can hear the sound of the bank manager panicking.
Oh, hey, look, there's a matching pair.
Matching pair? All right, Sheila.
Never mind, all right, Sheila. This is very special for us. Come on, let's go in and do the dirty deed.
All right. As long as I can wear my sunglasses, I'll go in.
No, you can't.
Sport of sports. Come on, give them back.
What are you doing with the garden home anyhow, sir?
Hey, don't talk about the house guests like that.
Was he keeping here, is he?
Only for a few weeks.
Days.
What's Baranado gonna say about that, then?
Doesn't know, does he? He's trying to persuade me to go out for a bevy. So in case he comes round, I'm going to have to stay here, so he keeps his mouth shut.
Well, how come he's stopping?
Because I'm homeless.
I found him kipping in the Collins' shed, and he was eating stale sausages out the Rogers bin.
Next to the Rogers bin, thank you very much.
There's special places for people like you, Sinbad.
Yeah, well, at least he would have helped me more than some people I could mention.
Come on,
God.
who have you tried?
Tried everyone. It's all right, and it's marvellous, isn't it? When you've got knock-off gear, they're all round you, aren't they? When you want a favour, they go all moral.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sinbad, right? When I get my own place, I'll let you come round and stuff round at mine, all right? In me shed. So things are not too good between Nisha and Pete.
No. I mean, they were both thinking of finishing with each other. But Pete got there first. Well, Nisha gets first, really.
I'm forced the issue. Is this all because of the other night?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's giving him a really hard time about it, you know, for not sticking up for it, like.
It's a hard one, love. I don't mean about standing up against racist or anything. But whether he feels strong enough about her to do it. If he does, he would have done. If he doesn't...
He might just be a coward.
Oh, aye. There is that.
Oh, shivery timbers, laddie.
Look, love. I don't know whether I'm trying to cheer you up or myself. But we've got to keep looking forward.
Didn't realise you were down.
I'm not so much down as concerned. And not just about Nisha and Pete.
Not Blackpool again.
Amongst other things.
Dad, it's only a 2-week training for my hotel job, you know.
I know, love, but after Nisha getting the hide out, the lads are not the same these days.
Dad, honest, I'll be all right. I've got to leave the nest sometime, you know.
I'll buy that for now. It's a good job your mother wasn't at this audition the other night, otherwise she would have kicked me out the nest.
Why are you that bad?
Bad? Bad as much use as a one-legged horse. But I tell you what, love, I'll be a rock star one day if it kills me.
Yeah, go for it, Dad.
Yeah, where's the speck here?
Yeah. You know, you sure that jar's clean?
Clean? Do you think I'm soft? I didn't start with bleach.
Bleach? That'll contaminate the water. Oh, ha.
That's it. I hope this one shows up something.
Look at the colour of it.
I know, yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it, how they couldn't find anything last time.
You sure this is the exact spot?
Of course I am. There's my footprint from last time.
Where?
There.
Oh, maybe you should have been a comedian instead of a singer, eh?
Ah, well, love, things can only get better. Now, Katie's on the mend, Jeff's sound, and looks like your mum could get that temping job.
I hope she gets it.
So do I, love. I don't know what she'll do, like, but she'd take on anything, your mum. Look at me. There she was, waiting to become a teacher, and she ends up with me, Frank, the steel erector.
Yeah, but she must have wanted you, though.
Well, she did. I was made up to get her. You know, someone intelligent, confident. You've got no idea, Sam. I remember once taking part in a student sit-in over Vietnam. Only 3 students stayed the whole week.
And was my mum one of them?
Yeah. Cool as ice, she walks out. Didn't care if the teachers took reprisals. We women love, man.
Was she in flares and everything?
Oh, aye. Used to change her gear like nobody's business, but never the principles. I used to say to her, do you honestly think the Americans will pull out of Vietnam just because you and your mates are having a sit-in in the college dining room? Principles are principles, Frank, she'd say.
What would you say?
Nothing. Just used to agree with her.
Anything for a quiet life, eh, Frank?
Hey, listen to Frank. Samantha.
Come on, you two. I'm trying to work here, eh?
Oh, here he is. Barring hard up himself.
Oh, all right, John. Didn't expect you back so soon.
I didn't expect to find a kindergarten either. It's called having a laugh. Mind you wouldn't know about that, would you?
All right, Jonathan. Would you like a nice cup of coffee or tea or a seat in the garden?
No, it's all right. I'll do it.
No, you're all right, mate. Got to pay me way somehow, haven't I?
What do you mean, pay your way?
Well, when I mean pay me way, I don't mean myself.
It's all right, Sinbad. I said he could stay for a couple of days. He's got nowhere else.
Oh, you said he could stay. He's not even supposed to be here. I'm sorry, I didn't realise I was running a home for waifs and strays. I must remember to register myself as a charity.
You wouldn't know what charity was if it hit you in the gob.
I don't seem to recall you being so outspoken when I gave permission for you to stay.
Hey, look, it's only for a short while, honest.
How about 10 more minutes?
Oh, come on, I've got nowhere else to go.
I promised him.
I'm sorry, Terry, that's your problem.
You should have known that, shouldn't you, to giving your word means nothing to him. He's just a solicitor, isn't he?
Just one night for a proper sleep when I haven't got spiders crawling all over me.
Oh, come on, John. The man's knackered. He's only asking for somewhere till he gets himself sorted out.
Look, let's all get something sorted out, shall we? I'm the landlord, you're the tenant. My contract is with you, not with your friends.
Hey, someone should get a contract out on you.
And I'm sorry, but they'll have to leave, now.
Oh, all right, I'm going, but not because you told me, but because I want to. I wouldn't stay here anyway. Your house stinks, so does your garden, and you haven't even got a shed.
Hey, Sinbad.
No, you're all right, Tez. It's all right, mate. I know when I'm not wanted.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. Somewhere.
You're a tight cat when you want to be, aren't you?
It's a tough world for tough men.
Oh, yeah. The big rugby player, eh? So macho, aren't you? Mind you, I don't know what's so macho about 15 fellas looking for a bar of soap and a bath to you.
I'll tell you what, we won't put my machismo to the test, eh? You leave and it'll save me throwing you out.
You're all art, aren't you?
No, not me. Never allow my emotions to get in the way of anything.
So your girlfriends tell me.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. Maybe with me mum. It's always the garage like, isn't he?
Look at the state of that.
Is that from the river again?
It sure is.
Well, guess who's got a job then?
Have you, Mum?
Yes.
Yeah, the woman from the agency rang today.
How much?
I don't know. She's going to ring back tomorrow and tell me where it is.
Well, what'll you be doing?
How much are they paying you?
Frank. I'm not sure exactly. But she sounded really nice. She said the people I'm working with are very friendly.
What'll they be paying you?
It's £2.10 an hour, but it's work.
$2.10 an hour? That's slave labour.
Beggars can't be choosers, Dad. And remember, my mum has got a principle.
Oh, hang on, you two. What is this?
Principles are principles, Frank.
I can't stop looking at them.
Which one's mine again?
The one next to the other one.
I thought it was the one behind that.
Oh, you get worse.
But my lifestyle's getting better, isn't it?
Oh, hey. Oh, you're going to have to learn how to pour champagne if you want to make an honest woman of me.
I'll work all the hours God sends and you have champers every day if you like.
Hey, what's the toast?
Well, let's just say what we would have done if we'd gone to school together. Billy and Sheila forever.
Ah, forever.
And ever.
You could have me crying in a minute.
I wouldn't do that, love. Where's them funny nuts you got from the market?
What, pistachios? They're on the fridge.
Hey, good swag that, you know. Wait till our Jimmy is, we're getting matching rings. God, I don't reckon much of these.
You're supposed to take the shells off first, you know. Or take your dentures out.
When we're married, you can peel all the shells off for me, can't you?
Oh, yeah, the dutiful wife. Do you really like them?
Well, I was going to say a ring's a ring, but I like the one you chose for me.
A strong-looking ring for a man with presence, charm and personality.
I'd like to meet him.
So would I. Oh, I am. And I love him.
A man chases a girl till she catches him, eh?
Who caught who, Billy?
Doesn't matter, we're both winners.
Are you sure?
Of course I am.
Something's bound to go wrong.
Why should it?
Because I'm so happy.
Nothing's going to go wrong this time.
Sure.
Definitely, yeah.
A lame dog gets around in a specially made wheelchair next, and a plasma transfusion is necessary for a newborn alpaca in animal rescue.
Sorry, love. Didn't realise you're on the phone.
I'm not.
Nisha? She's probably just late.
No, she's always on time. And she said she was a bit scared walking by herself since.
Oh, Sammy, surely not in broad daylight.
Oh, well, she shows up better in the light, doesn't she?
I wish you wouldn't overreact to things, Sam. You can't take all the world's troubles on your shoulders, you know.
Oh, no. I mean, it's nothing, is it? Seeing your best mate getting beaten up. But don't make a big thing about it. Because after all, it happens every day, somewhere to someone. Someone who's not white like us.
Have you quite finished your lecture on racial discrimination, or shall I just hang around for the slideshow?
Sorry.
Look, Sammy, I know it's a terrible thing that's happened to Nisha and Pete, but you can't help them by getting yourself in a state over it.
Them?
Oh, I thought there was something more behind all of this.
Yeah, it's called kicking when you're down. Pete's finished with Nisha.
Oh, well, I can see why you're upset.
She might be on her way. I think I'll come out with you and see if I can see her.
All right, yeah, well, I'd better be making a move soon. Although towards what, I'm not quite sure.
I thought it was an office temp job.
Well, it is, I think.
Making coffee, minding the boss about his wedding anniversary, taking dictation.
I've never worked in a big department store before. I expect to be different from a normal office.
Might get staff discount and all that.
For temping? No, they'll probably stick me right on the filing.
What, you mean your nails?
Oh, very funny. There's nothing funny about filing, believe you me. Well, I thought you decided to go and call for her.
Yeah, well, she might be in now, mightn't she?
Oh, she'll be there when you get there, then.
But I might miss her on the route.
You both come the same way.
Well, what if she goes into a shop or something?
Look, you just wait at the top of the road for her. You can always nip in and use the phone box, check if she's at home or not.
Yeah, well, it costs more to use a public phone, doesn't it? And I thought we needed to economise.
Oh, funny. Hiya. Sammy, you know Sheila's daughter, don't you?
Yeah, you used to live in our house, didn't you?
Oh, that seems a long time ago now.
Yeah. Listen, I'll have to go. Got a hard day's filing ahead of me. See ya.
Must be great living away from the nest.
Well, it's got its advantages, you know. I've heard you're off soon.
Yeah, Blackpool, waiting in a hotel. Chambermaid for 2 weeks. Excuse me. Niche?
Come on. Today is Fun Day, Mother, and today's slogan is shop till you drop.
Think she's all right?
Oh, she's got an age. She doesn't want us. We're old women.
Hey, you speak for yourself. I'm only 18. How does it go again?
When the going gets tough, the tough go shopping. I did a recce and I think I found just the right boutique there.
Boutique? That sounds pricey.
Well, you weren't thinking of getting your wedding dress from Paddy's Market, were you?
No. I wasn't thinking of spending a fortune either. I don't know what gets into people when there's going to be a wedding.
Come in. Do you want a cup of tea?
No.
What do you want to do then?
Stay in.
What's wrong? Something else happened? What else needs to happen? And what's this? Asian hypnotism like?
Plotting behind your friend's back, like.
Oh, you're getting paranoid. We had nothing to do with Pete walking out on you.
Oh, but I bet you talked about it, though.
No, we didn't. And everyone's giving him a really hard time about it anyway.
Oh, is he? What did you do? Sit down and discuss me and decide it was better for my own good if Pete dropped me? And what's your next plan of action, eh? Find a nice boy the same colour so we can get beaten up democratically.
You're getting paranoid.
Did you talk about me?
Of course we did. We care, don't we?
Yeah, well, I hate it.
Oh, and you think I like it, yeah?
What?
Well, how many times did me and my drink problem get discussed by you lot, eh?
Oh, that was different. We were worried. We wanted to help, but we didn't know what was best.
But you still talked about it, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Niche.
I hate it. I hate being told it's for my own good. He's a racist.
Oh, he's not that bad.
Don't you tell me.
Nisha, I've never seen you like this before.
What? Black and bruised. Prefer me serving curry and rice, eh?
Oh, will you stop it? You wanted to finish with him. You said it wasn't fair.
Yeah, but I wanted him to argue. I wanted him to put up a fight for me. I wanted to feel worth something to him.
All right. So he's a bit of a wimp, but he's not a racist.
I think if I had to choose between the we love all Packies Brigade and the we hate all Packies Brigade, I'd take the haters every time. At least you know where you stand with them.
He's not that bad.
How would you like it if Owen did that to you? Exactly. You'll never be in the position to put it to the test. You're white. You just don't know what it feels like.
No. But I'm just an alcoholic.
Ex.
No such animal, Niche. I'll always be a drunk to me dying day. The same way as you'll always be the colour you are.
It's not the same, though.
And this is not a competition. I'm not saying I know what it's like to be you. I'm just saying we care, that's all. You silly cow.
Don't call me a silly cow, you cow.
Moo. No, look. I suppose you're better off without him anyway. Have a good cry if it helps.
I've done all that.
Do you want that cup of tea now?
Do you need a hand in there, Mum?
There isn't room enough for me in this dress, let alone a hand. Ta-da! What do you think?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Don't take it off yet. I haven't decided. Show us the bottom half.
It's too short.
Everyone's wearing them like that now.
Not at my wedding, they're not.
We'll keep it for something else, then. Hey, it'd look great at the Caribbean Carnival next weekend.
What?
It's an international event on Merseyside, Mother. You could take Billy.
Oh, all right.
Just trying to be helpful. Is there anything to let down?
There's a couple of inches if I put a full 10.
Try that dark blue one again.
I thought you didn't like it.
I like that one. And the skirt's not that short, you know.
I've seen bigger bandages. The neck's nice on me, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's dead chic all over and, yeah, it flatters your neck.
What if I put some trousers underneath?
No. Just the way it is. Your legs are fine.
Oh. Just because I was around in the 60s doesn't mean I want to stage a revival at my wedding.
And you don't want to look like the singing nun, either. Try that blue one again.
Karen?
That's my name, and I can't hear you through the curtains.
I don't know how to say this without sounding like something from a bad movie.
That's what the Open University does for you.
I can't look you in the eye and take this dress off. What does the Open University do for you?
Makes you unable to open your mouth without qualifying what's about to come out.
You want to be careful, you know. We're studying the Jews at the moment.
I don't think Catholic mothers have got much to learn from Jewish mothers, do you?
Where did you get that from?
Open University for life. Jewish fella who went out with for a bit. Hey, his mother looked just as gobsmacked to see me with him as you did just then.
I was only going to say
that even when you're married to Billy, your house will still be my house.
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. I am your daughter.
Well, obviously. Yeah. Put those bottle hangers, we won't be needing them.
And of course, I'll always come and see you. Even if your name is Corkill.
Well, Chrissy, you said you always wanted to be a big cheese at something, girl.
Here's your chance. Would you like to try some Romanian goat's cheese, madam?
Bad. You're a mess.
Yeah, well, you're not helping, are you? Shift.
And what are you hoping to find in there, like?
So, a bit of string, glue, tape.
Thought you'd have had some little scam going by now. Must be losing your touch, eh?
Yeah, well, lost my room, lost my clothes, lost my round, my ladder, my buckets. It's hardly surprising I've lost my touch as well, is it?
Know how you feel.
No, you don't. Nobody knows how I feel.
You what?
Something Caroline said.
Oh, you lost her as well, didn't you, mate?
I never had her.
I can mean you were in the same boat.
Behave.
I'm only trying to be sympathetic, aren't I?
Yeah, well, thanks.
Come round to see how you are.
I know.
And you're terrible.
I know.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself, then.
Look, put a roof over me head, some food in me belly, and give me a job. Then I'll stop feeling sorry for myself. Just like that.
I haven't got a roof over my head either.
No, but you've got your mum.
Billy Corkill's got me mum, Sinbad. Hey, do you know what? I used to pipe these when I was a kid. You know, all the birds and the gear and that. Caught our Damon doing the same thing, you know.
Somewhere out there, there's a box full of brand new boss trainees.
Oh, so that's the scam you got up to with Jimmy Corkill and the choice, eh?
But knowing them what I know now, I would have ordered them in my own size.
Yeah, look, here's the ladder here. £2.49 a week. There's bound to be bikes and buckets as well. You can sort it out this way, Sid.
Now, where am I going to get £2.49 a week from?
Well, I suppose if you can't decide what dress to buy, china and glass will do just as well. In fact, if you string them two plates together, you'll at least have a top to wear.
You're getting bored, Karen.
Oh, preparing for my mother's wedding.
Do you know, I feel better after that sandwich.
Ready to make a decision?
Yeah.
The blue?
No, the other one. One with a nice neck.
Even with the short skirt?
Oh, no, I'm not having it if I can't let it down.
Your legs, Mum.
Do you know, I was just wondering... Oh, no, stupid. Forget it.
No, what? Tell me.
I was just wondering if I can't make my mind up because I can't make my mind up.
About marrying Billy? Could you keep him without marrying him? And you want to keep him?
Well, you're old enough to understand that, love. It's not a matter of wanting to, it's a matter of having to.
There's only one thing to be done, then. Let's go and get that dress lengthened, eh?
Me getting married again won't stop you coming home, will it?
I'm a big girl now, Mum. I can cope with these things.
Hey, let's go and look at the fridges.
If you'd had the round, you'd be able to pay for the bucket and ladder, wouldn't you?
Catch-22, innit? I even went to Soch.
You are desperate.
Well, it was Frank Rogers' idea. He said he thought it might be worth a try, so I went.
Be as successful as they are, like.
Look, I have to hang around here, don't I? You can always get off home.
Our house is too full of the wedding at the moment. So go ahead, what did the show say?
Well, after I registered...
You what? Are you off your head?
Well, I gave them a false name, didn't I, soft lad?
What was it, Alibaba?
I lost all me marbles.
So go ahead. What did they give you?
Two weeks' supply of bog roll, and the only thing they didn't want was me inside leg measurements.
So you're going to fill them in, or what?
Well, what do you think?
Well, I think you'd be dead sound once to give you the name and a number and all that, like.
Have you ever been hungry? No, I thought not.
Hey, give us a chance to might have been a time.
Well, you wouldn't have to think if you'd ever been hungry, would you? You and me in the same boat don't make me laugh. If I carry on much longer like this, mate, I'm going to end up like that skeleton in the shed.
Take you a good 2 years to look like that skeleton, Sinbad. Yeah, there's a few odds there. Get yourself something sweet. Oh, yeah. Suppose I can stretch you to a fiver.
Maddy, you dropped your wallet and let me rob it.
As long as you can keep laughing, Sinbad, that's the main thing.
Oh, you know me. Sinbad the clown.
Would you like to try some goat's cheese?
Hi, Chrissy.
Oh, hiya.
Didn't expect to see you here. I thought you'd be in the offices.
Well, who'd have thought I'd be starring in the food hall follies, eh?
Oh, never mind, eh? That looks nice.
My daughter, when it comes to food, she's a gannet.
We'll have a sample off you, won't we, Mum?
It's a funny colour.
Well, they say it's a funny country, Romania.
Okay, well, this must be what brought Ceausescu to his knees.
Well, it's not that bad.
Oh, this is the ideal cheese, this, madam. If you don't eat it, you can always use it to build a patio with.
Can I have another bit?
Listen, love, the way it's gone this afternoon, you could get the whole output from Romania with a little bit of negotiation.
Well, it's not a bad job. At least you get to meet loads of people.
Oh, yeah. Tell you what, it'll be a lot nicer to Jehovah's Witnesses next time they come round to ours.
Well, you better not waste your time.
Yeah, trying to get my mother to decide on the wedding dress.
Oh, that must be difficult. What have you got in mind?
I expect you'll see at the reception.
Well, we better get a move on or there won't be time.
Me too.
See you. Oh. What did my advisor?
Jimmy said.
Oh, did he?
I won't be a minute. I'm just going to change my top.
Oh, slip into a little comfortable number, are you?
Yeah, like a suit of armour and chastity belt, yeah.
All right, niece.
All right,
What's all this? Thought I was taking it out.
See, we're all going to spend a cosy afternoon together having our tea in the park.
You are?
That's what I said when she told me. Probably thinks it'll be good therapy for me, you know, help me get over things.
Yeah, listen, sorry about you and Pete, you know. I did try and talk to him about it.
Yeah, so Sammy said after you discussed it together.
When he said he wanted to call it quits for your sake, I told him, like...
Any white bloke could do the same, right? I don't know what hurts most. All the unsaid things, or all the things that just get spat in your face. Hey, look, I'm sorry to be playing gooseberry. Or should I say blackberry. It's just that, well, sometimes it's just better to slap yourself in the face before someone does it for you. Look, I don't feel like any of this. Will you tell Sammy I've gone home? The walk home will be good therapy for me. We emotional cripples understand each other, don't we? Draw.
Thanks for the fiver.
Yeah, well, don't make it habits of it, you're here.
Be able to get some scoff now as well.
Might even be able to get yourself some glue, fix your trainees.
Well, go away. They're not going to serve me with glue, are they? I don't look 18. I'm a little baby foot.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a lift into town. I'm going there anyway, I think.
Yeah, well, hang on. I think someone wants to have a word with you.
Probably wants to consult me about the doilies for the wedding.
So there you are. Are you Sinbad?
I like eggs.
Have Mum sent you looking for me?
No, did you want to be looked for?
Well, I thought she might want me to go in, you know, and practice old names with Billy, calling him Daddy and all that.
Yeah, well, I've got something to sort out. See you later.
See you, Sinbad. He stinks.
So did you choose your dress then, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
What's my mum want me for?
She doesn't.
I would have thought you...
You would. Great thinker you are. Or maybe it's another word I'm looking for.
Well, what have I done now?
Well, that's just it. Nothing.
Oh, I'm going.
Go on, go in now that my mother's back to wait on your hands and foot.
I don't need this, Karen.
You haven't half disappointed me, you know.
Have you finished?
No, I haven't. And neither has my mother. She's making a new start over there. She needs a bit of support.
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I'm being nice to the toe ragging there, aren't I?
The thing with my mother is, she puts on all this strong-headed stuff about nothing standing in her way, but underneath it all, she needs us to say it's all right.
Yeah, but it isn't all right, is it? What about me old fella?
My old fella's got his feet nicely under the table of a younger woman. I asked him what he thought about me mother getting married. Do you know what he said?
I know what he said.
You don't know what he said. He said it makes him feel better. He won't lose any sleep over offending for herself. So if he doesn't mind, why are you playing the martyr?
Well, because I'm worried about her. I don't want her making a show of herself, and if you can't see that, Karen, with all your education...
I'll tell you what I can see. Loving someone isn't about giving them constant pain, and that's what you're giving her. Well, think about it, you might be able to see that. Where are you going?
I'm going to the zoo. I might get more peace and quiet down there. All right?
Oh, that's it. When the going gets tough, our Barry gets going.
What's that?
Another cog in the great wheel of organisational efficiency.
That horrible thing you've got in your hand.
It's me clipboard. Listen, I've got all this wedding planning boxed off, I'm telling you.
Never mind the boxing off. What have you just ticked off?
Sheila's wedding dress.
The dress, that's not on your list. Bunting's on your list.
Shh, will they? She'll hear you.
Good. Then she'll hear what you're doing to her wedding. Turn it into Chipperfield's Christmas circus.
What's going on here, then? And where's my mother?
She's in the extension.
And if there's anything at the wedding that colour, I won't be.
See, I told you you've got no taste.
Oh, and you have you? Making lists on the back of old envelopes. Don't make me laugh, Kathy.
Will you stop it, you two? She'll hear you, and she's got enough hassle already. Why is she in the extension? Has someone been upsetting her?
No! Look, she's going to give us a preview of the wedding dress.
Hey, and she's going to look like a queen and all, as she should, on her first day as a member of the Corkill family.
Well, I hope she got something with a pattern of broad arrows all over it, then.
Come on, Shay, hurry up. The suspense is killing us.
I wish something would.
Shut it.
I won't be a minute.
Just stop it, will you? Don't go spoiling it for her.
Oh, yes.
What do you think?
I told you the skirt wasn't too short, didn't I?
Oh, it still feels too short.
Hey, Shay, you'll make our Billy a proud man, kid.
It'll be all right when you've had the hem let down.
I have let the hem down.
Well, you can always carry a droopy bouquet.
Oh, I knew it. It's going back.
Hey, not because of what she's just said.
I should have listened to me instincts.
It's typical, that. She's been sticking her oar into all my arrangements and all.
I'll stick something into one of your arrangements in a minute.
Right, that's it. I've told you two once, and I'm telling you again. Billy and me want a simple wedding, and we don't want you falling out over arrangements. Is that clear?
But you're not taking the dress back.
Oh, love, I'll have to. It doesn't feel right now.
But it's your wedding, she.
Well, try and remember that. For my sake.
It wasn't our fault she got attacked, you know.
And it wasn't Pete's fault that he chickened out.
She wouldn't want him to stay with her out of pity. She said so herself.
Well, who would?
Well, some people prefer to be stayed with out of pity than not stayed with at all.
You don't mean that.
Dunno. Am I, Sammy?
Oh, you are?
You still want to go out with me?
You're here, aren't you?
You know what I mean.
Do I stay with you out of pity, right?
Well,
Shouldn't ask people questions like that.
I'm not asking people. I'm asking you.
You watch too many videos, you do.
Better than watching the dust settle when you're a cripple.
Yeah, but you're not a cripple anymore, Owen.
Well, perhaps I felt more secure with you when I was. And now you're off to Blackpool and that.
It doesn't take much for you to be happy, does it?
We can have some really good times together, you and I.
We do.
In Blackpool.
Oh, right, yeah, in Blackpool.
Why don't I come and see you off when you go away?
There's no need, Owen. I hate long goodbyes, especially when I'm only going for 2 weeks.
Well, it's not goodbye, is it? I'll be down to see you. I'll miss you already, you know.
Owen.
What?
Like you said, we'll have some good times.
Gee, thanks.
What?
Well, don't sound too enthusiastic.
I said we'll have some good times.
Yeah, we will. I promise you that. And we always do, don't we? And it's just me and you, right?
Yeah, right.
Heartbreaking and heart-wrenching stories of real-life animal rescue are presented next here on Living. Now, Chrissy's job is really getting her cheesed off in Brookside.
You'll get bed sores if you stay there any longer, mate.
Steer away, Billy lad, but I intend to stick to my plans. Now, yeah, look, listen. If you had a choice, which would you prefer? A green marquee or a pink one?
Well, I don't know. What's the difference?
Now, that's where you betray your ignorance, Billy. I mean, I don't know many women who'd like to be illuminated in green, do you?
All right, I'll have the pink one then. So why did you ask if you already knew?
Just testing.
Hang on a minute. Did you say if there's a choice?
Yeah, well, you know, when you're calling in a favour, like...
Well, do us a favour, Jimmy. Don't call in any favours.
Billy, that is the name of the game. Otherwise, we couldn't afford it.
Even you wouldn't be so stupid as to knock off a marquee.
What?
If I didn't know you any better, I'd think you didn't want me to get married. Despite how much you say that you love me.
Behave yourself, Billy. Look, I just want it to be right, that's all.
Well, come on then, let's go.
Oh, aye. Pre-wedding jitters, that's what you've got.
Hey, it was bad enough this morning trying to get in the bathroom with the house crammed to the rafters.
I know you too well.
What?
You have, haven't you? You've got the jitters.
You surprise me sometimes, you know. I mean, half the time you're running around like a chipmunk on speed. But every now and then...
Listen, Billy. You and Frankie were all I ever had in the world to look up to. Now it's just you and me. So if we don't look out for each other, who will? So come on. Tell your brother what's worrying you.
Well, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, you know, and I can feel Sheila lying next to me. And I think, what have you done to deserve someone like her in your life?
She loves the bones of you, Bill.
I know. But I remember I used to feel the same way about Dory, and look what happened.
It'll be different this time.
Really?
Come on.
I'm frightened everything will go sour on me again, you know, that I'll end up on my backside again.
She's not that sort of woman, Bill. Sheila's the kind that... well, that I could never have.
Never thought I could either.
Yeah, well, you ain't gone to her, Bill. Sheila ain't gone to you.
And how about you?
You know me. I get by.
Jimmy.
What?
Let our Frankie rest in peace, eh?
How can he, Bill? When his killers walk in the streets.
Forget Joey Godden.
Billy.
I'm trying to pick up the pieces here, Jim.
Yeah, and that's all I want to do and all.
Listen to me, Jim. When me and Doreen and the kids, we got this house and we got off that estate, we said that we start a new life for ourselves, but it all fell apart somehow. Well, I'm not just marrying Sheila. I'm trying to pull it all back together again.
I know that. I'm not stupid.
How can I start a new life if it's going to be over your corpse? I've lost one brother. I don't want to lose another, Jim.
I'll get it.
Is Nisha all right now?
Yeah, she'll live. Are you going to be late?
Is everything okay with the job?
Oh, not if that cheese has got anything to go by.
Well, I've had all the remaining cheese jokes. I want to hear thank you very much. And if the post getting later, all right, Anne?
If they're the ones with the little windows in the front, we don't want any.
Hey, Mum, this washing powder you use makes me itch. Not to mention what it's doing to the fish.
Yeah, well, I've never seen an itchy fish, Sammy. And don't you start on at me again about ecological washing powders, because I've heard they don't get you washing white. And the toilet cleaners smell of vinegar anyway.
Yeah, well, that's to remind you that the planet's almost down its chips.
Good one, that.
No, it's not very funny. And I don't think we do enough to help.
How about getting on with dirty washing?
I think you're confusing white with clean.
And I think you've forgotten who you're speaking to, young lady.
No, but they use artificial brighteners and light enhancers to make the clothes look whiter.
Sammy, there's a lot of things I don't know, but clean washing I do know something about. What's wrong for you here?
Well, I think after what happened to our Katie when she fell in the river, you would have been more concerned about what you dump into the ecosystem.
I am concerned, but whatever made our Katie ill, it wasn't my detergent.
Well, that's not a good enough argument.
Well, maybe not. How about this one, then? Jean, that I used to work with, she's got eczema. Now, she is more allergic to these green powders than she is to biological ones.
You believe that isn't what I've got?
You'd know about it if you had. Look, Sammy, all I'm saying is it cannot be beyond the abilities of modern science to come up with a washing powder that gets your clothes clean and doesn't pollute the planet. Now, is that too much to ask?
Who said your mother should have been a lawyer? This must be the second test result from the river.
Well, you tell me tonight, okay?
See ya. Well, open it.
Smoked salmon, yeah. Crab. Great, yeah, I'll get that fixed. Sounds perfect. Yeah, OK, I'll give you the buzz later on. OK. Ta-ra. Oh, Billy, this is your lucky day, mate.
So what was all that about, then?
A mate of mine in the catering trade just telling me what's on the menu for your wedding reception, kid.
Hey, I've got to go and choose me wedding suit, you know.
Listen, plenty of time for a brew. Half my arrangements have just been sorted with one single phone call. Now, that is what you call organisation. Hey, kettle on.
So, who is this caterer who supplies smoked salmon and crab sarnies at cut price, then, eh?
No need for you to bother your head.
Just as long as my suit's not ordered from some strange voice on the phone.
No, just the DJs.
DJs, are we having a disco, then?
Dinner jackets for the lads. And hey, don't be worrying about your suit. It's all fixed. There's someone expecting us at Sexy Rexy's.
You joking?
The greatest tailor on Merseyside. Listen, do you know of any well-dressed man in Liverpool who hasn't been dressed by Sexy Rexy, eh?
I've never heard of him.
You'd have. He used to put these big gussets into your flares and turn them into megaloons, didn't he? You know, make your shirt skin tight so they gaped open here and showed all the hairs on your chest. You know, show off your medallion and that, like.
Forget it, all right?
Look, stop worrying, will you? I've had a word, nice discounts, OK?
I said no, Jimmy.
Don't worry.
I'm not going to me wedding looking like Tom Jones.
Hey, they used to say I looked a bit like him, didn't they? You know, with me platform boots and that, like. Mind you, that was before he had the nose job done. Listen, Bill, when Rexy's finished with you, you will be dressed for the wedding of the 90s. I'm telling you, kid.
Definitely no.
I know I said I didn't want to do anything exciting today, but I didn't expect you to take me that seriously. Is that all yours?
No, I thought it'd help me mum out.
All right. Is that because you're not going to be around much longer?
Shh, Nish.
Oh, sorry, I thought your dad knew.
He does, and he's not happy.
Oh, is that why we're slaving around in here?
No. My mum's been dead depressed lately. I think the Romanian cheese is getting to her. And as for me dad, I think he thinks the minute I set foot in Blackpool, I'm going to get set upon and beaten senseless.
I know what he means.
Niche.
Sorry.
No, I'd probably feel the same. But I wish my dad had stopped thinking I was still a kid.
Yeah, but when you do get beaten up, you do feel as if you are still a kid. My mum said she saw yours handing it out in the shop.
She never said anything.
She said your mum was trying to pretend she was part of the wall.
Oh, don't joke about it, Niche. She's had a permanent cob on since she got the job.
What's your dad doing?
Putting two and two together. I'm coming out with 5. I'm dead clear. The 2 results of the test we did on the river, one's come out negative and the other one's come out positive. Yeah, but your Casey's all right now, isn't she? Yeah, in fact, she's that well I can start hating her again.
Oh, she's all right, your Katie.
Yeah. I'll have to learn to live without her asking me for bribes. I know Jeff's so... It's like one of them stupid adverts, isn't it?
Sammy, Nisha, visitor for you.
I wanted to,
Go on, who'll bite you?
Do you want a bet? Do you want a drink, Dad?
No thanks, love. I'll just...
drink, Dad.
Nisha?
Come on, Billy, keep up, will you? Listen, you'll be all right at Rexy's. Hey, do you know something? I've still got the last pair of trousers he made up for me.
Is that right?
Yeah, 12 zip pockets, right? A big brass zip fly and 30-foot flares.
I'm going somewhere else, mate.
Joke, Billy, joke. Listen, we're going to the suit shop, all right? Hey, grab him quick if you fancy him. He's only on a short licence.
Hey, behave you.
Never mind, girls. Hey, I'm available for private functions.
Will you stop making a show of me in public?
Do you know your trouble, Bill? Eh? Do you know something? You're getting too old, mate. You want to get out on a really good stag night. Get yourself wellied and pick up a bit of spare, do you know what I mean?
I told you, behave.
I couldn't have murdered a bag of chips. Well, we don't want to do anything as serious as this on an empty stomach now, do we? Come, Ed.
At least listen to me.
I've heard all I want to hear from you.
You're not being fair. It cost me a lot to come here today.
Oh, cab driver charge you double because you're visiting a black girl,
You're
eh?
not black, you...
What am I? Brown, coffee-coloured, half-caste. You should get a job for the South Africans, reclassifying people. Then they wake up one morning and find out they're not what they really thought they were. A bit like I woke up and found out you're not like I thought you were.
I've come to say I'm sorry. And I am sorry, Nish.
What for?
I don't know what you mean.
I'll spell it out for you, shall I? You said you've come to say you're sorry.
And I am sorry.
And I said what you're sorry for?
For finishing with you, of course.
Oh.
I was stupid. I didn't know what I was doing.
Use the past tense. Said you were stupid. Wrong, but you are stupid. Just go away.
Just let me explain, can't you?
Explain what? You finished with me, so why are you here?
Because I made a mistake.
Oh, right.
I was shocked by what happened, but now I've thought about it. We can give it another go.
Let me get this straight. You've decided we're going to go out with each other again?
Yeah. Well, we had some good times.
Yeah, we did.
And I don't mind admitting, after we got attacked, I was scared.
I think that was the point, Pete.
What?
The point was to warn off white boys like you from hanging around with black girls like me. And it worked, didn't it, Pete?
Not really, just the first.
Oh, go away. You make me sick.
But
Oh, you let me down. You let them win.
How can they have won if I'm here asking you to go out with me again?
They won because they taught you what it costs. And in your guts, you said, yes, I agree, the price is too high. Yes, I'll ditch you. And now you've come back because you're feeling sorry for me. How dare you? If I can't have anybody I can trust, I'd rather have nobody.
Or sexual...
It's all come full circle, this, Bill.
What has?
These weddings. Well, Frankie was busy man at yours, you were at mine, and now I am at yours.
Yeah, I suppose it all starts again when you and Cathy get hitched, eh?
I'm still married to Jackie, remember?
I'm surprised you do. Well, what do you think?
Oh, yes, very nice. Mind you, our Frankie always liked a nice pearl grey, didn't he?
I'm not our Frankie, am I?
Funny in some ways you are, you know.
You are?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to idolise him, didn't I? Well, now I look up to you.
Don't.
Why not?
One, you've been on the bevy. And two, if you're looking up to someone, you're putting yourself down. Now, I put Doreen on a pedestal, and finally, well, she just fell off.
I thought she jumped.
Well, you thought wrong, didn't you? She couldn't stand it up there, and it wasn't just the height. It was being kept in the dark all the time about the things I was trying to do to keep the Queen on her throne.
Go on.
Women don't like to be kept in the dark, Jimmy. They like to know things.
That's the thing about you, Billy. You know so much. In fact, you don't know the half of what you do, if you get me drift.
You're doing it again?
What?
Looking up to me.
That's because I'm sitting down and you're standing up.
You're hopeless, you know that.
Hey, no, listen. I do understand what you said before about looking up to you, but... Well, some of us are just made that way, aren't we?
Look, stay safe, that's all. Just stay safe. So, what do you reckon then? The navy blue then, or what?
Yeah, why not? Then if Sheila's got a blue dress...
Then we'll all fit in with your design scheme then, won't we, eh?
Yeah, coming round to my way, I think it must be the bevy.
Right, so go inside a song. Hey, you wouldn't be getting any ideas, would you? Only they lock you up and throw away the key if you try and rob these sort of shops. See, all the clothes have got them electronic fingers on them, you know.
Billy, I might be a bit of a scally, but I love me brother, and I wouldn't do anything to spoil his wedding, all right?
Is that a promise?
Cross me heart and hope to die. Now, go and get into that suit. Go on.
What do you think of this, then?
Very nice.
It's a bit tight under the armpits here, you know. What are you doing, soft lad? I told you they got tags on them.
I've got my penknife with me.
Look, Jimmy, if you want me to play big brother, give it here. Give. God, what made you try that?
Because it was there.
Come on, we're getting out of here, all right?
Well, you're having the blue or the grey?
I'm having the grey now, come on.
I'm sorry, Bill.
Well, the neighbours will be impressed twice in one day. My fault. Sorry, I lost my temper. I thought you were going to knot them together and lynch Pete. What did you expect? A medal? Sammy, do you think that... It's not for me to say, Nish, but I'm asking you. When you said what you felt, I felt like the last dog in the dog zone. Well, then you were right to get rid of him. I know I'm right, but it doesn't make me feel any less. Oh, I don't know. Look, you can't have it both ways. What's that supposed to mean? It means if he let you down, then there's no use, is there? But I still like him. You mean just fancy or really like him? But you can't like someone you can't trust, can you? Yeah, well, I know what it was like when I couldn't trust myself and there was a gin bottle around. So why ask me? Because you're my friend. Yeah. So, you like him, but you can't trust him. That's it. That's it. I wish I could make up my mind as easily as you have with Pete.
You want your head seen too, you?
Me?
No, the Archbishop of Canterbury. Will you put that clipboard away?
Right. We had a laugh, though, didn't we, eh, Bill?
Yeah, very funny. We got nicked before the wedding. It would have been side-splitting.
Yeah, well, as it turned out, it was only pants-splitting, wasn't it, like? Know what I mean?
Well, you carried on today. If I need another suit, I'd have to go to Birmingham.
Billy, they'll never find out.
Oh, I find suits with holes cut in them every day, do they?
More than likely, yeah.
Well, I've got our Rod to think about, haven't I?
Yeah, well, let him get his own suit. Sorry. Listen, Bill, they'll never know it was us, I'm telling you. How's that tea going?
Jimmy, will you behave? I don't want my wedding to Sheila messed up.
I've told you I've got it all under control, mate.
Show us what you got on there.
Nah, it's nothing you need to bother about.
I want to know what you and Kathy were rowing about the other day.
Nothing, you know women.
I know you. Give it here.
Billy!
What's this?
What's what?
Go shopping for dresses and accessories for you and the bridesmaids.
That's Kathy's list, not mine.
You're both off your heads.
No, we got them from these magazines. Look here. Here's my list. See? Best man's checklist.
Liaise with bride's family to keep up to date with arrangements. Oh, been liaising with Bobby Grant, have you? Look, it's me and Sheila getting married, not the Rothschilds, you know.
You'll spoil the surprise.
I don't want a surprise, Jimmy. I've had enough surprises off you. I'm trying to organise my life properly.
What do you mean?
How many more times finding you half dead in the Aussie?
It ain't more than Joey Godden to finish me off, I can tell you.
Well, I'll finish this off.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, there's weeks of plan in there.
Oh, yeah?
I can always take it out again, you know.
Is that right?
Oh, Billy! What happened to brotherly love, eh?
You did, Dan, just in case you had any plans to dry it out. Here we go.
Oh, wait! Why? Just tell me why, eh?
Because I'm trying to get something into your head and off your clipboard.
Oh, wait, not bleach and all. There, I see, I was right. Pre-wedding jitters. Do you know your trouble, Billy? You're too emotional. You want to go upstairs and have a lie down.
Yeah, well, I'm going upstairs to hang me suit in the wardrobe. And while I've gone, you better clean that lot up, haven't you?
You try to help your brother, and this is the thanks you get.
But learn your lesson, soft lad, and don't try and help. Or it'll be your head that ends up in that bin next.
I thought our Sally was supposed to be doing these for me. These should have all been ironed by now.
Well, she did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, I know you are.
Might be onto something about the river. Test result this time was positive.
So the water was poisoned then?
I knew it.
Well, what is it and who is it? This has got to be stopped before some other poor kid gets poisoned.
Well, that's what we've got to find out. And why only the second sample was toxic. Could be something to do with the building work on the shops.
Why the shops?
Well, it might not be. We've got to do more work on it first.
How?
Come on, come and sit down. Come on.
All right.
Hiya. Oh. Are the sheets clean enough for you, or do you want me to put them on a third time?
Why, what's been going on?
The machine, on and on and on.
Oh, don't tell me it's not washing properly again. That's all we need just now, isn't it? We can't afford another one. I don't think I can stand much more of this, you know.
Chris, calm down, love. It's working fine. It just fell on the ground, that's all.
How? I mean, dare I ask why? No, it's on second thoughts. I don't even want to know why.
Well, Nisha had an argument
I
with
don't think your mum wants to hear that just now.
Nah, it's all right. I've read Superwoman. What am I saying? I am Superwoman.
Oh, what's wrong, Mum? Have you had a hard day with the cheese strike?
Oh, forget cheese. Not that cheese will let me forget it.
Anyway, it was just that Pete came out to say he was sorry and...
It wasn't just that. He came to patronise us, so she told him where to go.
Oh, it's her life.
And our sheets. I'll make the tea.
Thought you were going to tell me about the river.
He'll wait till you've had something to eat.
Right. Is she all right about it?
Nisha about Pete? Yeah, she'll live.
He seemed a nice boy.
Well, that's you're always telling me, Mum. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Sammy, will you watch the grill while I lay the table?
Yeah, all right.
Frank?
What, Chris?
What are you making for the tea?
I thought we'd have some cheese on.
Oh, tell me that's a joke, love.
Dad, this is burning.
That's all right, love. You just let it burn. I don't care if the place burns down as long as there's not a bit of cheese left in this house.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. I just didn't think, love.
Are you all right, Sammy?
Well, I am, but...
Oh, that's the nicest thing I've seen in 2 days. Passes me back, love.
The chippy?
I can make something else, you know.
Oh, I want some chips.
Can we afford it, though?
Oh, why not? We'll celebrate getting close to finding out what made our Katie ill.
I'll go then.
I'll come with you.
You want to come, Chris? Brian might do you good.
No. I'm going to sit here and work out what I'm going to say to that woman in the agency tomorrow.
What about?
About finding me some other kind of work. Work that doesn't include public humiliation and being rejected by every housewife on Merseyside.
I thought that's all he had.
Well, there wasn't a sign over the door saying public humiliation job's a specialty. No, they must have something better.
I never understand brilliant minds.
Jimmy!
What?
Have you finished that? Sheila will be back in a minute.
Yes! God, I could be planning magic. What am I doing? Washing floors.
Jimmy!
I'm going! Oh, see what a mess you'll make of this wedding without my planning.
Who is it?
Cotton.
Sheila?
What's going on?
An emergency situation next to save stranded seals and how to maintain the turtle population with Animal Rescue.
Yes, I am, love, and full of precision-like plans. Light of my life, bulb of my tulip.
Where are you going?
Tap dancing, where do you think? I am. If you want to go tap dancing in the river, these are what you wear.
Oh, stop it with you.
Bulb of my tulip.
It's a figure of speech.
God, you're ugly.
If I thought you meant that, Kathy, I'd be offended.
Be offended.
Impossible. I love you too much.
What have you done?
Only just got out of bed.
You planning something then?
I'm planning nothing.
Just don't.
Where's the newlyweds anyway?
Out here, waiting to hear from the great organiser.
And don't worry, Billy lad, you won't be disappointed, because it'll all go like clockwork, mate.
It better. Hurry up.
Yeah, it won't be 2 ticks.
We've got loads to do, you know.
Right, we'll get a pen and paper, and we'll make a list, and attack everything systematically.
Nothing's going to go wrong with this wedding. No cock-ups.
He's me brother. And look, if we all get stuck in, it'll go like a doddle. Or my name's not Jeffrey Archer.
Yes, Jimmy.
Jeffrey.
Big day tomorrow. First time away from home.
It's Blackpool, not the Baltic. And it's 2 weeks, not a lifetime.
Yeah, but it's work, not holidays. Your mum will miss you. So will Katie and Jeff.
Oh, Jeff will miss me like a hole in the head.
Will you miss us? Yeah, you better add.
Oh, don't get all sentimental on me now, Dad.
He'll be back before you know it.
Yeah.
I'm only down the station tomorrow.
No, you're all right. I'm just gonna get the bus.
Run you to Blackpool if you like.
No, I hate long goodbyes. Any chance of a job yet, Dad? I mean, a real one.
Yeah, it's not as if I'm not trying.
Yeah, well, you won't find one down at the river, will you?
I've sent stamped address letters all over the place, love. It's costing me a fortune. And half of them don't have the decency to write back and say no thanks.
Yeah, well, you've just got to keep trying. How long can you manage?
We'll be all right.
Yeah, but you've hardly any savings, have you?
You're too young to get involved in all this.
No, I'm not.
It's not for me.
Hiya.
Hiya, you all right? All right.
Hello, son. How are you?
I'm all right, how are you? You going tap dancing or something?
You've got it in one. I'll see you all later.
See you,
Yeah.
mate.
Do you want some coffee or something?
Yeah, great. Where's your mum then?
A job interview, some lousy temp thing.
Hey, listen, how's your dad?
Well, he's a bit too cheerful. I don't think it's him yet.
Sometimes you never do, you know. I mean, you hear all sorts of stories of fellas getting up and pretending to go into work.
Yeah, well, my dad's not like that, is he? Anyway, they won't be feeding me for a while.
It's only 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, every little bit helps, doesn't it? And I won't be spending much when I'm away, so I'll save a few quid.
Great.
What?
You won't be spending any money.
What's so great about that?
Well, you won't be drinking, will you?
I wouldn't be anyway.
I'm only saying, like, you know, working in a hotel. A lot of temptation there, isn't there?
Oh, and you'd know, would you?
Well, there'll be a bar there, won't there?
Yeah, well, I'm not a barmaid, I'm a chambermaid.
I know that, but, well, you know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, look, you've been doing really well lately with the booze and all that. And you're going to be working with people that'll fancy a bevy at the end of the day, that's all.
And?
I'm only trying to help you, you know.
I know. But look, I'm okay, but thanks anyway.
Well, I could ring you every day and check up.
No, it's not necessary.
Well, it worked last time.
Yeah, well, you're not my big brother.
I'm not saying I am.
Oh, look, it's like going out with a piece of cling film when you just let go.
Cling film?
Look, I am not a little kid anymore. I don't drink anymore. So just lay off, will you, once and for all, and that's it. What?
It'll look great.
Dinner suits.
Yeah, 7.
7 dinner suits?
Is there an echo chamber in here or something? Look, me, Rod, Barry, Terry, Frank Rogers, Jonathan, and one spare one, OK?
Hey, Jonathan won't want to know, you know.
Just leave him to me, all right?
Who's the spare one for?
Someone else.
And who's paying for the mic?
I was owed a favour, OK?
No knock-off, Jimmy.
They're not. Look, I promised me mam on her grave that everything at this wedding would be legit, and it is, OK? Now then, hey, get off. Ale. Right, that's sorted.
What sort of ale?
12 packs of lager and a dozen bubbly.
What about the wine?
Hey, we're not drinking pints when the champagne's gone.
3 dozen red, 3 dozen white,
72 bottles of wine. It doesn't pack. How many people are coming to this do?
At least us lot and 6 suits, all right?
Jimmy.
Look, I would have known exactly how many were coming. Only some terrorist attacked me list with bleach and tea, didn't he?
Sandwiches, anyone?
Cheers, Barry. Hey, nice one, kid. Doesn't it warm the cockles of your heart, eh, to see things coming together so smooth?
So how many's there, then?
Enough. And before you ask, I've got a special, legit deal. OK. Now then, to recap. Suits OK, ale OK, wine nearly OK.
Glasses?
What? Oh, yeah, glasses. What are you doing for glasses?
What are we doing for glasses?
I mean, we're only the bit players. It's your due.
You can hire them from an offie.
Better idea. We'll borrow them.
From who?
The neighbours. They're getting a free party, aren't they? All the ale and wine they can drink, so they can lend us a few glasses. Besides, anyway, if we get them from an offie, we'll only have to pay for the breakages, won't we? Right, food.
Who's going to ask the neighbours?
Not us.
Or me.
What's happened to the team effort and all that, eh?
Hey, me and Sheila are turning up at the registry office. That's our bit, though.
And I'm the best woman.
All right, all right. I'll sort the glasses.
Got a bit of a problem here, Jim.
Who has what?
These sandwiches. Past the sell-by date, aren't they?
You what?
Here we go.
I mean, by the time the wedding starts, the corners will be touching.
You paid for these, did you?
Not an hard currency, you know. I'll kill that Freddie Carter when I get my hands on him.
Well, think of something, and quick.
We'll turn this place into a sandwich factory.
It's going to take a miracle for this to work, you know that?
Right, yeah. Groom, go on. Supermarket. 5 loaves, 2 fishes, and 5,000 volunteers. Listen, we'll cook the chicken legs tonight, OK?
Hey, we'll just make sure our dresses are ready.
Got a little bit fine, aren't you?
Just a few alterations.
Because we were fat. I was fat. Better.
Come, Ed, will you shift, you lot?
Hey, and what are you doing?
Dumping the sarnies, right, and phoning me contact in the wine trade, all right?
I could have sworn we said we wanted a quiet wedding, do you know
I'll
that?
get everyone to whisper, go on.
You've turned this into a bigger production than Gone with the Wind.
Will you stop worrying, Sheila? It'll all be over by tomorrow. And remember, tomorrow is another day.
Oh.
I remember when I first got off with you. I planned it all, you know.
What?
Yeah, me and Pete. Remember on Valentine's Day when I came round with the chocolates and I said, get out of me life, I'm already going with someone. To go on you, I was scared stiff walking up your path.
And how did you feel when you were walking down the path?
Oh, I don't know. I was 6 foot in the air. I was chuffed to bits, you know.
I knew what you were up to, you know.
Oh, why, yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't let anyone get off with me unless I wanted them to.
But you wanted me to because you were taken in by the originality of my approach. You remember your old fella legging me down the close?
I thought he was going to kill you that night.
So did I. He's never trusted me since. Mind you, missing that last bus on our first date didn't help too much, did it?
No, I don't suppose it did, somehow.
I knew he'd blame me, you know. I told me old fella and he blamed me. You might as well blame me, everyone else did.
No.
And then there was our weekend away at the youth hostel. I never thought he'd fall for that one, you know.
Yeah, well, what he doesn't know doesn't harm.
When I was in the hospital, I was just like a baby. I was helpless. And I started to talk to my mum and dad. My mum mainly. Not about not being able to walk again and all what goes with it. Well, I was frightened that I'd never be a dad. And I was frightened that I'd never be able to do it, like. Must be weird being a parent, mustn't it?
I don't see why.
Well, it's amazing the things you can say to them and the things you can't say.
Well, I don't tell me mum and dad anything.
You do. You just don't realise.
So what do you tell your parents?
It's not what I do. It's what I did say to them when I was in the Aussie. And it's really comforting to know that they're always going to be there for me, no matter what. And I can talk to them about almost anything. Well, almost.
And what's a no-go area?
It's daft, isn't it? I mean, my dad's with my sister, just like what your dad is with you. Really protective. Puts a shield up against the boys. But with me, he just says to me, if you can't be good, Owen, be careful. Your sister goes mad half the time.
Yeah, well, I know how she feels. I mean, it's only women that can get pregnant. That's the excuse Dad used for not letting go of the daughters.
I know. It's daft, really, isn't it? I mean, because after all, it's only sex, and sex is natural, isn't it? And everybody does it.
I know, but with their own daughters, the dads want it as late as possible.
I know. I suppose I'll be like that too when I'm a parent.
Well, why? You've just said it's natural and inevitable.
I know. I suppose I just find it difficult to let go of something that I really care about. Might get different when I'm older, though. I hope so.
What?
Listen, I'll get the, What are you doing?
What's it look like?
I thought you were sorting out the wine.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that later on.
What's up?
Nothing.
Well, you seem a bit anxious, you know. Hey, listen, I don't want nothing going wrong with this wedding, you know. It is me ma's.
It's my brother's wedding and all, you know.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Look what you want, anyway.
Well, I was going to go round the neighbours, get some glasses for you.
Oh, nice to see you entering into the spirit of things, Bassett.
Yeah, well, Jonathan won't be able to say no to his crystal glasses, will he? And if a few of them get broken, well, the day will be worthwhile after all.
Isn't human nature wonderful? Anyway, Jonathan's car isn't around yet.
Yeah, well, I'll start working on the other neighbours, won't I? Then he'll find it harder to say no.
Do you know something, Barry? One day you're going to meet a nice girl and she's going to turn you into a little teddy bear.
I didn't know you had a sister, Jimmy.
Louis? All right, it's Jimmy here, mate. Yeah, not so bad. Listen, you owe me. Some expensive wine, cheap. No questions asked, but it's got to be sale or return. Well, whatever we don't drink, you take back. Nice one. Hey, do you know something, Lou? This could be the start of a beautiful friendship, mate.
We've got about a dozen wine glasses and some beer mugs. Is that all right, yeah?
Yeah, that's great, yeah.
Oh, where she is now. Mum, is it all right to lend Barry some glasses for the wedding?
What? Yeah, sure, love. I'll bring them over later, OK?
All right, great, yeah.
Have you any money for the taxi? I couldn't get the bus. I emptied my purse at Littlewood's checkout.
Why didn't you put some back then?
I was too embarrassed. Anyway, I can pay him now. Where's your dad?
At the river.
What's he doing there?
Getting samples or something.
How much money have you got?
50p.
Oh. Have you any money on your own?
You got me bus fare.
Why don't you go and check my dad's coat pocket? There might be some change in there.
All right, good idea. You'll just tell him I won't be long, eh?
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'll tell you what, Jim. You've really pushed the boat out on this one, haven't you?
Yeah, well, nothing can be too good or too expensive for my brother and your mum.
No, not for me, Mum, no.
Hey, listen, Barry. For your mum's sake, smile about this, will you? Even if you're putting it on. It'll be the best wedding present you can give her, you know. I mean, whatever reservations anyone else might have, they both know what they're doing. They've both been there before. And, well, let's face it, they are in love. There you go. Hand-baked, knocked off, and still cost a fortune. I had you there, didn't I? No, listen, these two, they called it off at the last minute. Happens all the time, apparently. I mean, even this one has been off and on more times than Liz Taylor and Richard Burton, and they haven't even got there yet.
Do you think they will?
Yeah. But it wouldn't be a massive shock if they don't. Got a chisel on you?
What a way to start a wedding, eh?
Yeah, you're right. We better get some spare icing and all, hadn't we?
Hiya. There's for the glasses that Barry was asking for.
Oh, great. Cheers. That's smashing. Thanks, Chris.
Jimmy, could you do me a favour, please?
Of course.
Only I feel really embarrassed to ask.
No, go on, what?
Well, I got my purse stolen.
Go away. Where?
Oh, in town, and I need some money for the taxi.
Oh, well, it's no problem. Anything for a neighbour, yeah? No problem. God, can't trust anyone these days, can you? Oh, look, I've only got coppers. I haven't been to the bank machine today. Hang on. Barry! Barry!
I'm on the bug.
Well, get down here, will you? We've got a taxi ticket away here. Don't worry, he's loaded. Good job it was me and no one else, eh? Otherwise, that would have been really embarrassing, wouldn't it? Hey, kid. Lend a £5, will you, mate?
Oh, no,
no, it's not for me. It's for her.
Barry, I need it for the taxi,
Yes,
love.
she had a purse nicked in town.
Ah, well, can't trust anyone these days, can you?
No.
That's what I said.
There you go, then.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll pay you back later.
No rush.
They're broke then, you know.
With the phone next, won't it?
Then the mortgage, then it'll be goodbye, Rogers.
Yeah, well, if you can't live within your means, you know.
Then live without them. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go and sort the glasses out, aren't I?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
All right. Fine, thanks. Go on, then.
What?
You want something?
Well, everyone's invited us to the party behind the back of the house tomorrow, you know.
Oh. Thanks very much. Don't mind if I do.
And actually, well, we need some glasses, and like, seeing as the neighbours are going to be the only ones drinking out of them, well, I thought, you know.
Well, I think,
All right, John. Listen, I've got your suit sorted out for tomorrow, kid, OK?
I only said I'd think about it.
Jonathan, just for once, let yourself go, will you? Look, it's a one-off. This, you'll have a laugh, kid.
I've got my own suit.
Well, what's the point of spilling ale on your own suit when you can wear one of mine?
I'll let you know tomorrow, all right?
Canopy.
See,
Well,
the thing
big
about
spin, doesn't it?
Yeah, see, the thing about it is, like, it's for me mum and Billy. Like, I mean, I wish they were get married, you know.
I'll bring them over this afternoon.
Great.
What time are you going tomorrow, babes?
About 2 o'clock.
Well, I think I'll get my hanky and come and wave you off.
No, you're all right.
No, I'd like to, if it's OK with you.
Yeah, all right. Sammy.
The shop's development might be linked to the river.
I couldn't give a monkey's if it is or if it isn't. I'm traipsing all over the place trying to find a job and you're messing about on the river.
I'm not messing about.
And then when I come home, I've got to go all around the close begging for a loan to pay for a taxi.
It's not my fault you spent up.
You should be looking for a job, Frank, instead of dredging the river, because all I'm ever going to earn is shirt buttons.
Chris, we're talking about our daughter's life here.
Oh, Frank, grow up, will you? I'm talking about all our lives. Our mortgage, our food bill.
Chris, the only asset we've got is the house, right?
Well, that's the only sensible thing to come out of your mouth for ages.
Well, if we find out there has been some illegal dumping by the shop developers and the river is polluted, our only asset is devalued like that.
Even if that's true, there's nothing we can do about it.
I'm going to get the environmental fella around here. And if they find anything, I want it cleared up before all the kids in the neighbourhood end up like our Katie.
Frank, I agree with you, love, but you need to get your own house in order first. You're unemployed and we're going broke fast.
But that doesn't mean to say we can't do anything about it. Because whatever happens, Chris, we're entitled to a decent living. And I am prepared to fight for it.
Tough talk impresses no one. You ought to get your priorities right.
You can't see it till tomorrow.
I'm having a bevy. Just want one.
Go away.
I live here.
Well, it's better out than in, isn't it?
You what? Come, Ed, what?
Well, it's the icing on the cake, isn't it?
Pete's sick about Nisha.
Only got what he deserved, really, didn't he?
He opened his eyes too late.
Yeah.
I can't help feeling sorry for him, though, you know, Sam.
Yeah, well, she was mad about him.
He was mad about her. He still is.
Yeah, well, he had a funny way of showing it. I mean, he thought he was doing her a favour by going out with her.
I'll behave.
No, he did. And he thought he was doing her an even bigger favour by taking her back.
Suppose you could see it like that, then.
Yeah, well, what other way is there?
Well, sometimes you don't realise what you've got until it's gone. And he only woke up to that when he'd finished with her. And now he feels lost because he keeps asking her to go back with him and she won't.
Did he tell you all this?
He's not clever enough to work that one out. I think you're right, though.
What?
Well, he should have appreciated Nisha in the first place.
It's all a question of trust, really, isn't it?
Well, meaning what, like?
Well, sharing things, talking about things when you're a couple, instead of keeping it to yourself. Doing just that makes things worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you might not know what you want, might you? I mean, you might just be confused.
So therefore you say, look, I'm confused, and take it from there.
How?
Communication, Sammy.
But you might not want to talk. I mean, sometimes you let your actions do the talking. People still get the same message.
The wrong message, like Nisha did with Pete.
Yeah, well, maybe they really did communicate.
Yeah, well, if it ever goes like that with me and you, I hope we got the sense to talk about it.
Let's have a look, then.
Not till tomorrow.
Oh, come on,
get off.
I'll let you see me suit.
I don't want to see your suit.
You can't. It's bad luck.
Hey, Jimmy, can you believe this, eh?
As Plato once said, yes, I can.
Did he fit or what?
Of course they fit. We just had them altered.
Maybe we had to have them altered again.
Oh, hey, that was supposed to be our secret.
He's turning this place into a butty factory, you know that?
Yeah, and we could do with a few more hands down on the shop floor and all. Come on, come in.
OK, you're on. Listen, why don't you go next door and see if they'll have our dresses there till tomorrow?
Good idea, will do.
All right, thanks, mate. Jimmy!
Oh, yes! Now, can Jimmy Corkill organise a class act, or can Jimmy Corkill organise a class act?
I'm impressed. So am I. We'll be safe.
These are legit, aren't they, Jim?
As clean as the suits, mate.
Hey, who's the white one for?
Me. The best man. I always did stand out in a crowd.
You haven't ordered top hat and sails as well, have you?
That's an idea, isn't it?
Forget it. Where do you want them?
In there. Oh, no, whoa. No, it can't go in there, tradition.
Ah, come on.
Listen, the wedding cake's in there, and the bride and groom don't get to see it until tomorrow.
That's not a tradition.
It is today, and it is now, so ta-da.
If he ever gets married again, I'm going to turn his do into a Busby Berkeley extravaganza.
Oh, don't hold your breath. What's up?
How about a hug?
Oh, hey, you told me we were going to have a quiet wedding.
We are. We're going to have a quiet wedding in a quiet garden with 500 quiet guests, quietly getting paralytic. No bother.
Got to sneak away.
Quietly.
Just going to have to enjoy it then.
Hmm?
Oh.
Well, where's the top one?
It's in there.
All right.
It's OK, I'll get it.
This from Cotton?
Yeah.
When?
Friday.
And they don't know.
Yeah, and they never will either, Kathy.
Do you think he means it?
Listen, it's all taken care of, OK?
I don't like the sound of that.
Look, if Joey Godden turns up here, I'll be ready for him, with loads of imported muscle on end. So until then, keep that shut, OK?
Animal Rescue Next tries to bring a horse and rider to safety after slipping down a cliff.